Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, M. Ahmed Studies Circle. In today's video, we are going to do the question answer of the chapter Ashoka, the Messenger of Peace. Before this, I have already explained this chapter in the class and have uploaded the Hindi explanation video on YouTube as well. So if you haven't attended the class or have seen the explanation video of this chapter, then don't worry, I'll provide the link in the description box. Okay. So in this chapter, we'll only do the question answer. So the first type of question with what we have is the MCQs, multiple choice questions. So the first question says, we know about Ahsoka because, and the answer would be the addicts describe his life. Question number B says, when he saw the slaughter and destruction of lives in Kalinga, and the answer would be he was filled with sorrow. Question number C, Ahsoka was filled with remorse and decided to what? And he decided to win people's heart with the practice of Dhamma. Question number D, he realized that real victory means? He realized that real victory means conquering oneself and others with Dhamma. Now we have question number 2, which is completing the following phrases. So the first question is, he realized the futility of war, which means that war leaves behind only destruction, tragedy, and suffering. Question number B, Ashoka believed that all sects deserve reverence because it is foolish to trust any religion or faith on people. Question number C says, in history, we do not usually hear of kings who gave up war of conquest or showed compassion and spread peace. Question number 3 says, men of religion have seldom been as tolerant as Ashoka. And the answer would be, Ashoka was himself a religious man. Yet, he understood the true meaning of religion, that religious faith was meant to unite people, not divide them, and that two of the fundamental teachings of any religion are love and tolerance. As a religious man himself, he understood that faith cannot be forced on upon anybody. These thoughts and such an attitude is quite uncommon in people who are religious, but Ahsoka was truly an exception. Question number 4 says, historians believe that the Eric must have been written by Ahsoka himself. And let's see the answer. When James Prinsep, the archaeologist that we discussed in the chapter, James Prinsep, when he deciphered the inscriptions on the rocks in 1837, it became clear that these edicts could not have been written by anybody else but the king Ashoka. His views on religion and war came through quite clearly in the edicts. They give us a clear record of Ashoka's life and work, his victory over the Kalingas, his regret and remorse over destruction of war, his inclination towards Buddhism. Everything was recorded on that edict that was deciphered by James Prinsep in 1837. Question number 5 says, we have been given some phrases and that we have to find some text from this story. Those texts, those word meanings can describe these phrases. So first phrase what we have is understood the meaning of. So understood the meaning of means deciphered. The second one is craving on so one second, not craving. Carving on rocks means addicts. Question number C is a group of people who promote peace means ambassadors. Uselessness means futility. And the last one, a deep sense of regret means remorse, pachtawa. What we have next is understanding the grammar in section F. We have to fill some given blanks with the correct prepositions from the brackets. And as you can see onto your screen, I have already answered these questions. All the bold letters, all the underlined letters are your answer. So the first one is, until recently, Ashoka was just one more name among the Mauryan kings mentioned in the Puranas. The second one is, then in 1837, James Prinsep deciphered the inscriptions carved on the rocks in Brahmi script. The third one is, Ashoka left a record of his reign carved on edicts on natural rocks that survive till today. Question number 4 says, he expresses his deep sense of regret with such touching sincerity that historians believe it must have been written by the king himself. Question number 5, which says, after the Kalinga War in 261 BCE, before Common Era or before the Christ, Ashoka dedicated his energy and the resources of his empire towards achieving two aims. Question number 6 says, the first was to resist war. I mean, we are now talking about those two aims that Ashoka put all his energy and resources to achieve. So the first aim was to resist war, and the second was to spread the word of Dhamma among the people. Okay, in the last section, in section G, what we have been given some phrases. We have to rearrange them in definite order so that they can be meaningful, and we can use punctuation wherever we need to use them. Okay, question number, I mean, all these are answers as I have already put them in definite order, so I'm going just to read them. My friend Hari and his sister went to spend a week at their grandmother's house. Their grandmother lived in a large house all by herself in a small town. The man who helped their grandmother with a garden came to receive them at their station. When they got home, they were very surprised to find that their grandmother was not in the house. The house was locked on the front door, and there was a note from their grandmother. It said that she had gone out on urgent walk and would be back soon. Question number 7, which is the actual last sentence of this phrase, they sat down on the steps to wait for her, wondering where she could have gone. So, guys, these were the question answer of the chapter Ahsoka, the Messenger of Peace. If you like the video, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. And we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.